The Leafs-Habs rivalry runs deep across the country. That includes Rankin Inlet, Nunavut, where a bet between two fans has caught the whole town's attention. Joining me now are Jonathan Pameolik, a Habs fan, and Wendel Kaludjak is a Leafs fan. And we've reached them both in Rankin Inlet. Thank you both for joining us. Jonathan, first of all, how did you feel about that win last night?
That was the most incredible feeling. Overtime goal, the two young guys couldn't ask for anything better.
And Wendel, how did you feel about that? The Leafs came back from 3-0 and tied it up, and then to lose it. How did you feel?
I was pretty disappointed. I felt pretty sad that we lost. I was hoping we would win so I could watch Johnson fish on Williamson Lake today.
Yeah. All right. So now, guys, tell me about this bet, Jonathan. So tell us about your bet with each other and why it sort of really kind of, caught the attention of Rankin Inlet.
Well, it's we wanted to do a bet where it wasn't money related. We have that seasonal thing going on, but this was a playoff round. They haven't played each other in so long. We thought it was actually a brainchild of another guy that in town that suggested to another person, but we adopted it. The bet was that whoever loses the round, the fan has to go fish on the middle of it's Williamson Lake. It's in the middle of town. There's no fish in there, but whoever loses has to fish for 2 hours.
So Wendel, if you lose, you have to go and fish on a fishless pond for 2 hours. It's sort of like that's the punishment, right?
Yeah, it is, and there's no fish, and it's actually right in the middle of the lake. I mean, right in the middle of town, so a lot of people come and take pictures, videos, whatnot.
Wow,
there's
you
a
guys...
road right completely surrounding the lake there.
Say that again, Jonathan?
There's a road completely surrounding the lake, and there'll be a lot of traffic there.
So how do you feel about the idea of that? That is really something. So you'll have a road around the whole fishless pond, and then you know what, Jonathan? I don't know. How do you feel about? I feel like you're outnumbered. Are there Habs fans in Rankin Inlet?
Yeah, there's quite a few Habs fans here.
Okay.
Some of them are yelling in the background now.
Wendel, tell me about this, about Rankin Inlet, and where are the loyalties? Is it the Habs or the Leafs? What have you done a poll?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to tell right now because there's a lot of Habs fans and a lot of Leafs fans. So it might be actually 50-50. I'm not quite sure. A lot of fans both ways.
That's pretty awesome. And Jonathan, tell me about that. Tell me about why you're a Habs fan versus a Leafs fan.
I guess following our most people, we follow our dads.
Yeah, for sure.
My dad was always a Habs fan, so he raised us right.
And Wendel, what about you?
I grew up when I was a kid. I was a huge Joe Sakic fan, so I was a fan of Colorado Avalanche. My dad watched a lot of Toronto Maple Leafs, so I became a Toronto Maple Leafs fan as well.
And so how are you guys going to be watching Game 6?
Probably at Jonathan's house.
Yeah, we'll just hang out at my place and spend the evening over there.
And that sounds. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Yeah. I'll just show you something quick here.
Sure.
We're in the middle of Rankin Inlet on a big hill. There's a big Inuktitut there, and if you look across over there, there's the lake. There's the lake with no fish. It's in the middle of town there. Funny.
Now, is there ice on that lake? I couldn't tell. Or is the lake has the ice melted?
There's still lots of ice there.
There's still about 6 feet of ice, maybe 5 feet.
So, are you telling me that you might have to fish on a fishless pond that's still got ice on it?
Yeah, we have to drill a hole with the ice auger and Set your hook in there. Here's an example of a hook that they use. And that's traditionally what people use out here to catch the trout and big fish. But I made a hook especially for Wendel today. It's got a tiny little one with a little hook in there. I think there's stickleback in there. He'll be able to use that.
Wow.
There
So,
you go.
Jonathan, you're feeling pretty confident. But, Wendell, I mean, the Leafs are still up 3-2. So do you think you're going to be the one using that hook?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. I think the Leafs will do good in front of the Montreal crowd to devastate them, I guess.
Devastate them. And
I
Jonathan,
think,
tell me what people in the town are saying about this bet.
No, they're just finding it very funny and got a lot of people's attention. There's some Facebook posts that we put on there, and there's quite a bit of comments there, lots of funny ones, and just the rivalry going on. I think if Ducharme lets them play, the young guys play right, and they're playing against the best goalie in the world, I think we still have the more favorable chance by far.
Wendell, what do you think?
I think we could beat them, but Carey Price could steal the show for sure.
We are going to check in with both of you when the bet is over, and I definitely want to. I'm from Montreal, but I live in Toronto, so I feel very torn. But we definitely want to see some. We definitely want to see some pictures of one of you on that fishless pond fishing for 2 hours. That is hysterical. Thank you both very much.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Jonathan Pameolik and Wendel Kaludjak.
Go Habs, go Habs, go!
Joining us live from Rankin Inlet, Nunavut.